Rockland Fire Department issuing a warning to those planning to walk the Breakwater this summer. Officials say they have received multiple calls of people injuring themselves. Authorities say injuries can range from twisted ankles to head injuries and broken bones. On one account, crews responded to a person who had fallen on the Breakwater and was seriously hurt, only to have another person injure themselves as crews were helping the first person. Due to the uneven rocks and large cracks, officials are unable to take a vehicle out to make a rescue. Instead, they have to walk out and carry the injured person back. If you plan to walk the Breakwater, make sure you wear proper footwear. We're talking sneakers, not flip-flops or heels. They even mentioned slippers in the Facebook post. Also, make sure you look where you are